Some people might call this overkill, but a few weeks ago I decided to put together a little setup for my iPad when I'm recording using Logic Pro. And in this video, I'm going to show you how it's all put together. So I've been a musician for over 25 years now, and I started out as a classical pianist, and then I became a student of composition, both electronic and orchestral. And I've been using Logic Pro on the Mac since about 2004, so a really long time. And a few months ago, when I announced Logic Pro on the iPad, I was really excited, and it's been great trying it out. However, it does come with some limitations. One of the biggest ones for me is the fact that the sound library isn't quite as big. Now, while you can get some really good AUV3 plugins and things, what I really wanted to try out was having a setup where I could use some of my synthesizers and some of my other favorite instruments in a setup that I could use for when I want to do some recording. So in this video, I'm going to show you my setup and how it's all put together. So first of all, let's start off with the iPad stand. It's a magnetic stand that I've used cable ties to hold down onto the wooden platform I've got everything on. And it's not height adjustable, but it does rotate, which is really useful when I want to use sheet music as well when I'm practicing, but I can also have it in landscape when I want to use Logic Pro. Connected to this is a 8-in-1 USB hub from a brand called Uni, and I mainly use this to connect two things. I connect the power that charges the iPad, and then I connect my audio interface to this as well. So I can use one cable to connect everything. So let's talk about the audio interface. This is where everything gets connected to, and this is the powerhouse of the setup. This is the IK Multimedia iRig Pro Duo. It's a 2-channel audio interface, but it also supports MIDI, which is really important for this setup. It can be battery powered, bus powered, or you can buy a separate power adapter if you want to use it that way. Now, at the bottom of this setup, I have a Roland RD800 digital piano that connects to the audio interface by MIDI in, which means that I can use this instrument to play all of the software instruments that are built into Logic. Now, up on the left, I have one of my favorite ever synthesizers. It is the Korg Op6. It's an FM synthesizer. I love FM synthesis. I just love the sounds that you get from it. And this is a real centerpiece of the setup. Now, this is connected to the audio interface via the Midi Out. So information that comes from my Roland RD800 goes into the interface, then goes out into the Korg Op6, with the audio from the Op6 being put back into the audio interface. So what this means is I can make use of the external instruments found under software instruments. So I can record MIDI using my digital piano into Logic, which then sends the MIDI data out to this synthesizer with the audio coming back in. This means that I can make a recording using MIDI, edit it as much as I want, and when I'm ready, I can hit the record button to record everything in exactly how I want it. Up on the right side of this setup, I have another great synthesizer. This is the Korg Wavestate. This is a really fantastic creative synthesizer that I don't really use as much as I should. And I have it set up here. It's not currently connected, but what I can do is I can just take out the audio and the MIDI cable from the Op6 and switch it over to the other side when I want to use this synthesizer. Now, this setup is super convenient because all I need to do is put the iPad onto its magnetic stand, plug in one cable, and I'm ready to go. I can record as much audio and MIDI as I want to. And when I'm finished with that, just unplug it and I can do some mixing on the sofa, whatever's convenient. And that's the beauty about having Logic Pro on the iPad, is I can use it as a desktop computer when I need to. And then if I want to use it as a tablet and just sit somewhere outside or go somewhere where it's a bit more comfortable, then I can do that. And that's absolutely fantastic. So that's the end of this video about my iPad Logic Pro setup. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, and let me know what equipment do you use when you're recording using Logic Pro on the iPad. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and you can support the channel in different ways. You can leave a super thanks here on YouTube. We can head over to buymeacoffee.com/buzzkill to leave a donation there. We've also got a shop at buzzkill.shop, and I think that's about it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.